Okay. Hi, my name is Ahmad Azman Norizam 2190 425. Today I would like to make a video for my final semester task for security issue in Southeast Asia course. I choose question 1, topic number 5, which is US-China rivalry in Southeast Asia. Okay, here we go. Okay, firstly, when we talk about the United States and China rivalry in Southeast Asia, we must know that they are an enemies of tradition from a long time ago. Firstly, because they have a different ideology, and then they are an enemy of tradition in every sector, such as technology, military, and supply. They are fighting for a title for the country that can conquer all this sector. And then this both giant country was fighting for the superpower title, which is for those countries who are have the superpower title, they they can get the other country will see them as an honor. Okay. And then when we talk about the US and China rivalry, and even if we search and go through the browser internet, um, the only thing that will be shown was a trade war. Okay, so um, okay, trade war. Trade war have been started 2 years ago, which is on 2018. When it happened uh, during the year, it's declared as trade war because US increasing their tariff on China import. Okay, trade war was a new form of war that will cause less casualties to be compared with the war such as in World War One, World War Two, and even in Palestine nowadays, it caused a lot of casualty. Okay, and when we talk about the trade war, the only thing that we we always hear repeatedly was about the import export deficit and tariff. Okay, um, for those who see this video, deficit war, was when the import of the state exceed the export of the state. Okay, next, in this uh, in this video, there are some example of a deficit that I will share. Okay, here are the item that US import from China, which is US demand this item from China, which is a gadget and wear. Okay, and here is the item that China import from US, which is the soybean, steel, and aluminum. Okay, why didn't put the steel and aluminum picture here? Because the steel and aluminum was being used to make a car and airplane. Okay, why the trade war begin? Firstly, because sorry. Okay, firstly because US worried of China when US see that China was possible to be like them one day. because before this, I think before the 2018, um, the names of China country was not being heard, and they was only being heard because of they are a communist country, and in sport maybe in water sport that I'm not sure what's the name, and in badminton. Okay. Um, the thing is that many people know about uh, why US worried to China because of their gadget company of each country. For example, in United States we have an Apple company, and in China we have a Huawei company. Okay, from my reading, I found that Apple was being founded uh, earlier than Huawei, and then Apple was in the market for a long time, and they was a top gadget company for a long time. But suddenly Huawei come, I don't know from nowhere, with their product that can beat the Apple company, the Apple company gadget, which is an iPhone. Okay, this is why the US being triggered with China. And then when US getting triggered, what they do, they make a boycott to the China brand. For uh, for example, US gives a lot of rumor and reason to not let the Huawei product can be sold in US because no, because US gives a lot of rumor. What type of rumor? US claim that the Huawei product, Huawei gadget, which is being sold in US, can be act as a spy gadget, which is the China can get an information as long as the gadget was in the United States. And then US also uh, ban the Huawei product from being sold in US. They also didn't. They also don't give China to use the processor, which is the system of Android. But uh, it's it's mean nothing to Huawei because nowadays Huawei already have their own processor, their own system. And then the other thing that US uh, makes that US did on China, which is US banned the firm in China, which is the firm in China that have been banned by the US was the firm that uh, import the thing, the supply or any type of material uh, from from US. Okay, I'm sorry. Uh, the firm that has been banned by the US was um, the firm that uh, US that caused US deficit become higher. So the US banned the firm to make sure that their deficit become better. And then uh, just now we just talking about what US do to China to make sure their deficit getting better. But now we can see what China do to US, which is uh, in the previous slide. I've said and I have shown that US demand uh, soybean, China. Okay, I'm sorry. China demand soybean from the US, but China has been cancelled all their import from the US. Okay, and then here's the reason why the US deficit become worse, because US keeps sending their raw material to China to make and produce a product, and then uh, once the product have been ready to be set, of course the US want the product back. When they want the product back, China must send back the product through the ship or maybe the airplane, and that will count as an import. So that's why US have worse deficit. And then here are some information why US send a raw material and makes a product in China, because the cost to make a product in China was cheaper, so it will save their money and can control their economy and makes their economy become balanced. Okay, here are some challenges on ASEAN country through the rivalry of United States and China, which is we know that all the ASEAN country, all the ASEAN member was a developing country, so it must be hard for us to survive the government, because we will face a high deficit. Why we will face a high deficit? Because um, when US and China keep fighting in increasing their tariff, it will not only cost on China and US, but it also will cost on the other country, uh, also in ASEAN, because the country in ASEAN also have a demand on both country. And then the other was it will be hard for the ASEAN country to be neutral against US and China, because if we bias to US, it must be hard for us uh, gain supply, to gain a material, to gain a product from China. Same as if we being biased to China, it must be hard for us to get something that we want, that we demand on US. And then the economy of the ASEAN country will become unstable, because we will face the high deficit. Okay. And then there are one issue that I want to add in this presentation, in this video, which is uh, during the early of pandemic in Malaysia, there are news about the battleship of China that come to the seaside of Malaysia, and they say that the the ship coming to Malaysia because they want to see, declare and claim the small island that have around the Malaysia seaside. And then from nowhere, suddenly the US send their ship to see what the China ship do, and to control the situation there. But what but what curious was why and who calls the US for a backup, because there's no country, a neighborhood country of Malaysia are calling for US to help and see what's happened and why the China ship come. For me, I think that was the way for the US to let uh, the ASEAN country to mix and import on US material to US product, uh, because US wanted to show that they have a power. US wanted to show that for those who are attached with them will gain a protection from them. Okay, the conclusion for this issue for this topic was the rivalry against US and China will never be done, because it also have been said from the minister in China, which is the name was Wang, if I'm not wrong. He said that um, any type of war, even a trade war, was not the way to gain a good relationship amongst them. And then even Tun Mahathir also have comment about this issue, which is Tun Mahathir said that US was not being gentle because they boycott the Huawei product from China to give a benefits from them. What must US do was to improve and make their technology better. And when they make their technology better, it also can give a benefits to all the users of their product. And then the next conclusion was, the ASEAN country will get the side effect of the rivalry, because when they keep fighting, when they keep increasing the tariff, it will be hard for the ASEAN country to make the economy become stable. And then yeah, the pace can be achieved by these both countries by making an agreement. For example, we have a G20 agreement that both of them pay for the import and export uh, in some amount to make sure that their deficit become better. But I'm not sure, maybe one of them taking advantage during that time, so the agreement was finished just like that. And then the last conclusion that I can say was title and throne was the reason for any form of war to be happen. Because if there's no title and throne, there will no uh, there is nothing for the US and China to be a rival. And for example, we can see that they want a title of a superpower, they want to conquer every sector. And then um, from this, I can share the words from, I'm not sure who was the philosopher, but it sounds just like in this world, there are no permanent friends, there are no permanent enemy, but the only thing that permanent in this world was an interest. So what I can see here, US and China was interested and attracted to the title of superpower and to the throne of being a superpower. That's all for me for this video. Thank you.